Hey guys, welcome to No Code Engineer, and in this lesson I'll give you a quick introduction to Bubble, tell you what Bubble is and all the cool things that you can build with it. Well, Bubble is a visual programming tool that helps you build amazing apps with really complex functionalities, all without writing a single line of code. It helps you do all this by just dragging and dropping. When you log into Bubble, you'll see a dashboard like this. Well, you will not see so many apps because I created these apps before. So what you can do is click on new app and create a new app here. I'll give you a quick tour and a conceptual framework of how Bubble is designed for users to use. We create a new app here. We have created a new app in Bubble. Here on the left hand side panel you can see the application assistant, which will assist you and take you to the different stages of setting up your app on Bubble. You can get started here. Okay, English centered. The theme, I usually like the flat UI theme, but you can select any one you want. The favicon here, this is the favicon of a website and you can change it anytime you want, so I'm going to keep it this for now. And a really cool feature of Bubble is that you can install a lot of plugins. You can connect your app to your Google Sheet, your email, Slack channels, Blockspring, databases, MySQL, anything you want. And that's what makes Bubble so powerful. And we click here, go to last step, and close it. Here on the left hand side panel you can see you have various visual elements. You have the containers, your input forms. You can just drag and drop these elements here to create your app. Bubble has already created a homepage template for you. I usually don't use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete it. And there you go. Let me give you a quick overview of how Bubble is designed and how you can make the most of it. Here is your web page. Here is your design area where you drag and drop elements and create the user interface for your website. Here in the workflow section, you give life to all the elements that you created in the design section. Any button, any text box, all the clickable elements, you give life to them. Here in the workflow section, you say here that, okay, when this button is clicked, you do this. In the data field, you save all the data from the users that visit your website. Now let me give you a conceptual framework of how Bubble is designed. And that's how Bubble is designed for the users to use. You have a design area where you drag and drop elements for your web page. You can drag here buttons, you can have input boxes, etc. and you design your web pages here. In the workflow conditionals area, you give life to all the elements that you designed in the design area. Here you say that, okay, when this button is clicked, do this. When this button is clicked, show this, etc. is written here. In the database, you store all the data that comes from the design. Here you save all the data from the users and all the things that you need for your workflow, for your web app to work very well. The design area is this area that you see here, where you can drag and drop elements like buttons. Like you click here and you click here, you create a button here. On the workflow area, you give life to all the buttons that you created, all the text boxes that you created, and data, you store the data from the users. Let me go ahead and give you a quick example of how these three things connect together and work together. For example, we can create a very simple program here. I'm gonna create a shape, a very small shape, let's say 100 width, 100 height. I'm gonna give it a border of roundness, probably 50, to make it a circle. I'm gonna copy and paste it here, make it a bit bigger, let's say 200 width, 200 height, and a border of 100 to make it a circle. And then I'm gonna have two buttons. This button will say click me, and then I'll have another button here which will say click me to. Now, since this is a clickable element, since this is a button where the user is gonna click on, we have to give life to this button in the workflow area. So that's why we double click on it, we go to start edit workflow, and here we go here and we say when button click me is clicked, you do what? You go to elements action, you show shape A. Shape A was our small circle. And we can do the same here. When button click me to is clicked, you start edit workflow, you go here, you say go to elements action, show the big circle. The big circle is shape B. And that's what you do in the workflow. In here, when you double click on the shape, you see this area called conditionals. The conditional is a property of the element. Here in the conditional, you can write statements like if statements. When this is true, do this. When this is not true, do this. So we're gonna make this element visible only when this is not visible. So let's do that. When shape B is visible, hide this element. I'm gonna say that this element is not visible. When shape B is visible, shape A is not visible. And for not visible, I just unchecked this box. I'm gonna do the same with here. For the big circle, I'm gonna say when shape A is visible, hide me. And this element is not visible. And that's all. Let's test it now. So you see, because the smaller circle is visible, the bigger circle is not visible. When you click on click me to, the big circle is visible. Click me, small circle is visible. So this thing works. And we created this small program, very simple program, just by using the page, the design area, the workflow area, and the conditionals. We did not use any data yet, and in the coming videos I'll show you how to make complex features like messaging, profile page, uploading property, uploading products, etc., and how we're gonna use data for those kinds of features. And that's it, guys. Bubble is a really powerful tool. With it you can make really complex websites like Airbnb, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I hope it helps you to build your business or your project really fast and really quick. Thank you so much for watching. I'll come back with more videos. Take care, bye bye, I'll see you soon.